It's a beautiful Saturday evening. You're welcome to Kwara TV News, coming to you live from Kwara in Ilorin. I am Kamil Sadiq. I am not alone. I also have with me.
And I am Hannah Adeniji Babalola, welcoming you to News at 8. And not to forget to join us on our Facebook page, Kwara TV, and on YouTube. Like, comment, and share for more. With us from the language desk is...
Eku olóòsùn ìbàdàn ní ṣe ṣe ní lókàtí dàbá ní àbẹ́ àyẹ̀nbẹ̀ nàbàárì yìí náà. Gẹ́gẹ́ ní tẹlifíṣàn náà dé ṣe fún àpáta àkùbá lórí abúlé suna láyìn nàbẹ́ àyẹ̀nà àmẹ́dì pàṣán tán pàfù yàtọ̀ pàṣẹ tán kẹ̀kẹ́ lọ àbí àwa o.
Pàṣánù kálàfíà ni ẹ̀kalẹ́ ẹ̀yìn ara lé àsìkò ìsinmi òpin ọ̀sẹ̀. Ẹ̀kúnrẹ́rẹ́ làwọn afọ̀yín láti lè ṣe ìmọ̀ràn ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Kwara tó kalẹ̀ sí àpáta àkùbá nílùú Ìlọrin àwa o. Dáadáa ni oníròyìn pẹ̀lú èdè Gẹ̀ẹ́sì.
All right, starting the news from the nation's capital, Abuja, where President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has returned to Abuja after attending the 2026 Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week, where he witnessed the signing of a trade agreement between Nigeria and the United States and the United Arab Emirates. In a statement by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, on Saturday, the agreement grants duty-free access for thousands of Nigerian products into the United Arab Emirates market, aims to deepen economic cooperation, boost bilateral trade and investment, enhance technology transfer, and expand collaboration across key sectors, including energy, infrastructure, agriculture, mining, and renewable energy. It will be recalled that President Tinubu departed Nigeria for Paris on Sunday, December 28, 2025, for the remaining portion of his annual leave, and then proceeded to Abu Dhabi for the annual summit, which ran from January 11 to 15.
The federal government has set eyes on the implementation of the newly approved National Intellectual Property Policy and Strategy, NIPPS, with the inauguration of the Technical Workshop Group. The inauguration held in Abuja marked the transition of the NIPPS from policy formulation to implementation following its launch in December 2025. In her remarks, the Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Jumoke Oduwole, described the implementation of the NIPPS as a national economic reform priority, stressing the need for urgency and effective execution to deliver tangible benefit to Nigerians, innovators, creators, and businesses. She explained that the Interministerial Steering Committee will provide policy coordination, strategic direction, and oversight for the implementation of the NIPPS, including alignment with national economic priorities and the Nigerian international obligation under the AFCFTA Intellectual Property Protocol. Also speaking, the Attorney General of the Federation, Minister of Justice, Mr. Lateef Fagbemi, said the NIPPS provide a comprehensive framework for transforming creativity, innovation, and indigenous knowledge into protected and commercially valuable assets capable of driving economic diversification and job creation.
Well, the Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has fixed March 9 for judgment in a fresh suit challenging the legal authority of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to remove elected state officials during a state of emergency. Justice James Omotosho fixed the date after counsel for the plaintiff, Nnamdi Nwokocha Highway, and the defense lawyer adopted their processes and presented their argument for and against the suit. The case filed by the plaintiff, Civil Society Observatory for Constitutional and Legal Compliance, specifically contests the president's actions following the declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State last year. The NGO argued that while the president may declare an emergency under Section 305 of the Constitution, he lacked the power to suspend or remove elected executive and legislative officers and install an interim administrator. Justice Omotosho, however, noted the similarity of the suit to previous cases he had dismissed, citing jurisdictional issues under the old Emergency Powers Jurisdiction Act of 1962. The judge also referenced a Supreme Court decision from December 15, 2025, which reportedly dismissed a related case on procedural grounds.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, has assured Nigerians that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is laying a strong foundation for long-term growth and shared prosperity. In a statement issued in Abuja by the Minister's Special Assistant on Media, Malam Rabiu Ibrahim, noted that Idris stated this when he received members of the Grassroots Advocacy for Tinubu GAT 2027 on a courtesy visit. The minister commended the GAT 2027 group for its civic engagement and acceptance of responsibility in supporting accurate public information. He also welcomed the group's proposal for a partnership with the Federal Ministry of Information and National Orientation Agency in the areas of public enlightenment, youth engagement, and strategic communication. He stated the advocacy group play an important role in helping government policies reach the grassroots. He described effective communication as essential to national stability and development. The minister also reaffirms the president's commitment to making Nigeria work for all citizens, regardless of religion or background. Idris also assured the delegation that the ministry will continue to work with credible groups to ensure accurate information.
Coming back home to Kwara State, the urban renewal project of Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak has extended to the 16 local government area of Kwara State. This is evident in Offa local government area of Kwara, where Kwara TV News observed construction of road projects and drainage at strategic areas of the town. Staff reporter Fatima Rashid completes the story for Kwara TV News.
The urban renewal project of the Kwara State Governor Abdurrahman Abdulrazak seeks to upgrade public facilities, enhance infrastructure, and in turn boost economic growth. These projects are visible in all the 16 local government areas of the state as government intensifies effort in developing infrastructure. Kwara TV News visited Offa in Offa local government area of Kwara State and observed road projects embarked upon by the state government. Our crew caught up with workers at the Olofa Way, filling concrete in the drainages as work intensifies on that portion of the road. The Taiwo Road stretch down to Onita Mary and to Popo Road, all in Offa, are now wearing a new look and drainages constructed and sealed up to the beauty of the environment. Some residents who spoke to Kwara TV News expressed delight on the development, which they say will not only beautify the town, but will also boost economic activities.
It's very nice, and I can say it's beautify all of our way. It will benefit everyone passing through this road. It will help a lot.
We appreciate what they are doing. What you are doing is very good. It's okay.
Fatima Rashid, Kwara.
And from that report on Offa Road, we'll take our first break. News at 8 continue shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, this is News at 8 on Kwara State Television, transmitting live from our broadcast house in Akwata. Yeah. Now, from Kebbi, the Kebbi State government has announced February 11 to 14 as the date for the Agungu International Fishing Festival. The Emir of Agungu, Alhaji Samaila Mira, disclosed this to journalists shortly after an expanded meeting with the state festival main committee and the Emirate local organizing committee held at the deputy governor's office. He explained that following the Nigerian Civil War, the festival was also used to promote national unity. The Emir noted that this year's festival is expected to attract dignitaries from across the globe. Speaking at the meeting, the chairman of the state's main committee and Kebbi State Deputy Governor, Senator Umar Tafida, said the preparations were already in top gear. He added that the state government has made comprehensive arrangements for the event. This includes venue preparation, hospitality, and the provision of awards for deserving winners, among other logistics, he stated.
The Lagos State government said it is carrying out a post-mortem examination on the bodies of 9-month-old identical twins who died 24 hours after receiving routine immunization in a primary health care center. The permanent secretary of the Lagos State Primary Health Care Board, Ibrahim Mustafa, disclosed this on Saturday. Mustafa noted that investigations into the incident began immediately after it was reported, even before the matter gained widespread public attention. The twins were reportedly died a day after they were vaccinated at a primary health care center in the Ajangbadi area of Ojo local government area. He said there was so far no evidence to show that the vaccines administered to the children caused their death. He added that the state government ordered a post-mortem to determine the actual cause of death and involved the police as part of the investigation process, and the findings will be made public once available. What a sad incident there.
It is, really. Oyo State Governor Sheikh Makinde has announced a compensation of 5 million naira each to the families of the forest guards recently killed at the Old Oyo National Park. Makinde discloses during an on-the-spot assessment visit to Oloka village in Orire local government area of Ogbomosho, where the incident occurred. The governor also approved scholarship up to university level for the children of these deceased guards. He further promised to rehabilitate the road linking Ikoyile to Oloka community under the Rural Access and Agricultural Market Project, improve telecommunication services, and provide boreholes and solar power street light in the area. The governor also assured the residents of a sustained joint security operation to protect the community. Makinde, who commiserated with the people of Oloka and the affected families, said that his administration will strengthen the state security architecture to make the community safer. It disclosed that it will write to military authorities in Abuja to request the establishment of a military base in Oloka to further enhance security. While noting that security is a collective responsibility, the governor urged residents to always provide timely information to government and security agencies whenever they notice suspicious activities.
The Northern Christian Association of Nigeria has expressed sorrow over the death of the chief imam of Ingar village in Barkin-Ladi local government area of Plateau State. Imam Abdullahi Abubakar, describing him as a towering example of courage, faith, and humanity. The association said the death of the 92-year-old cleric marked the loss of a moral beacon whose actions resonated beyond religious and ethnic boundaries at a critical moment in Nigeria's history. The late cleric became nationally and internationally known in June 2018 when armed attackers stormed communities in Barkin-Ladi. He opened his mosque and home to shelter hundreds of Christians, reportedly saving almost 300 lives, and refused to hand them over despite threat to his own life. His act of bravery earned him widespread recognition, including the 2019 International Religious Freedom Award from the United States government. In a statement issued on Saturday, the chairman of Northern CAN, Reverend Joseph Hayab, said the late imam's life was a powerful testimony that true religion upholds the sanctity of human life. He added that the cleric's intervention at the height of the violence helped save innocent lives and prevented further bloodshed in the troubled community. The Northern Khan chairman described the late Imam as a man whose faith translated into courageous action, stressing that leadership is best demonstrated through sacrifice and compassion.
What a hero. May so rest in peace. Muslims have been advised to always pray for their dead ones, reminding them prayer for the dead will intercede for the deceased in the grave. Sheikh Sulaiman Dabo Ronu, the Grand Mukadam of Ilorin, gave the admonition during the Fidal prayer for late Alhaja Awao Karim Mayaki, held in Mayaki compound, Ilorin, the state capital. Staff reporter Fatima Rashid completes the story.
In his sermon for late Alhaja Awao Karim Mayaki, Grand Mukaddam of Ilorin, Sheikh Sulaiman Damborno, admonished Muslims to always dedicate prayers for their dead ones. Sheikh Damborno emphasized the importance of prayers for Muslims who are dead and urged family members to cultivate the habit to seek Allah's forgiveness on behalf of their loved ones. The cleric expressed worry over increased deaths in the society, particularly for the younger generation, calling for prayer to seek Allah's mercy. The Fidah for the repose of the soul of late Alhaja Awao Karim Mayaki was conducted by the Chief Imam of Gambari Mosque, Sheikh Suleiman Ibn Abdulaziz. Children of the deceased described their mother as loving, kind, and a strong supporter at all times.
I don't know how to even describe her, but she's a mother. When we are talking of the love and the caring a child needs to derive from his own parent, and in terms of character and everything, she's exceptional. With you, I feel like shedding tears. I'll miss her a lot.
She's a good mother, a very caring, adorable. In fact, she's all in all in my life. There's a lot about her. She's a mother that someone can look back forward to. She's somebody that we cannot play with, somebody that we cannot even joke with. Talk less of God has power to take her when we are not expecting it. But alhamdulillah, we thank God.
My mother is very reliable, gentle, and honestly, she's a straightforward person. We really miss her a lot.
Late Alhaja Awao Karim Mayaki died on Tuesday, 13 January 2026, at the age of 85. She's survived by children and grandchildren, including Rabi Mayaki of the Kwara State Ministry of Communications. Fatima Rashid, Kwara TV News.
Muslims have been urged to prepare for death and disease from bad deeds, whether in the open or in secret. An Ilorin-based Islamic cleric, Sheikh Abubakar Al-Ashiri, made the appeal at the Fidal ceremony of late Elijah Bintu Wulabi Ajikobi held in Ajikobi quarters of Ilorin, Kwara State capital. Staff reporter Fatima Rashid complete the story.
In his sermon, Sheikh Abubakar Al-Ashiri reminded Muslims that no one knows when death will come calling, and as such, Muslims must be prepared at all times. Sheikh Al-Ashiri noted that the good deeds of an individual does not guarantee Jannah except through the mercy of Allah. Fidal prayer for late Alhaja Bintu Wulabi Ajikobi was then led by Imam Isa Abdesalam. Family of the deceased described late Alhaja Bintu Wulabi Ajikobi as a pillar that binds the family together. They said the deceased will be missed for her motherly role, which she displayed to every family member.
Lady, very fantastic. She's what we call Opomulero in Yoruba. She's always there for everybody. Everybody, at any point in time, she's available. Come rain, come shine, come whatever. In good times and bad times.
Very helpful. And she's, admiring, she admires people. I advise them to take her step if they want to benefit.
We're so close. I'm emotional. Let's pray that God grant her a Jannah Firdaus.
Wọ́n lò gbèsè tó dáa púpọ̀ tí wọ́n sì kó ẹbí jọ tí wọ́n sì sọ bí pọ̀ ikú wọn sì kàn wá lẹ́mìí púpọ̀ torí pé ààrùn kan pé báyìí ni ó rí.
Later, Alhaja Bintu Wulabi Ajikubi died on Tuesday, 13th January 2026, at the age of 78. She's survived by children, grandchildren, including Biodun Abdul Karim of the Herald newspapers. Fatima Rashid, Kwara TV News.
We beg Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive the deceased. We'll be going on another time out. When we return, we have business, sports, and world news. And don't forget, the Super Eagles got something. After this time, we'll be informing you what the result was. Please stay with us.
Welcome back from that break. The International Monetary Fund, IMF, has welcomed Nigeria's December 2025 inflation figures, saying the easing of price pressure, if sustained, could help reduce cost of living pressure and support macroeconomic stability. In a statement issued, the IMF resident representation for Nigeria said the latest Consumer Price Index (CPI) data released by the National Bureau of Statistics (NBS) showed inflation moderation at the end of the year, reflecting both easing price pressure and improvement in the statistical methodology. The fund also endorsed recent changes to Nigerian CPI framework, describing them as a welcome change that aligned the country's inflation measurement with international best practices set out by the ECOWAS and the IMF 2020 CPI manual. Under the revised approach, the National Bureau of Statistics linked the old CPI series to a rebased, reweighted index using the full year of 2024 as a reference period. The IMF said this adjustment improved the stability of inflation data and enhanced comparability over the time.
Despite the disappointment against Algeria, Nigeria now pulled their penalty shootout disappointment behind them as they defeated the Pharaohs of Egypt via penalty shootout to win the bronze medal at the 2025 African Cup of Nations currently ongoing in Morocco. The Super Eagles had lost to host Morocco via penalties in the semi-final, leaving the Nigerians with the third-place final. Against the Pharaohs, the game was decided from 12 yards after it ended goalless after 90 minutes. There was no extra time in the match. During the shootout, Stanley Nwabali proved to be the hero of the day as he saved from Mohamed Salah and Omar Mahmoud. Nigeria eventually ran out for two winners, clinching the bronze medal for a record 9th time. The final will be played tomorrow that is Sunday, between Morocco and Senegal. Congratulations to Nigeria.
Yes, I can see you're really happy.
Yeah, it is better for us not to go home empty-handed.
Exactly.
It was a disappointing one because I still believe that had it been we beat Algeria,
okay,
our chances, Morocco, the host nation, our chances of winning the tournament is very high.
Very high. And today it was a bit tense as well. And our boys really tried.
Yes, they did. At least very happy, yes. You can say that again.
All right. From Uganda, the next story says Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni won a 7th term in office on Saturday after an election marked by violence and an internet shutdown. The African observers saying arrest and abduction had instilled fear. The Electoral Commission announced that Museveni won 71.65% of the vote in Thursday's election, amid report of at least 10 deaths and intimidation of the opposition and civil society. His victory would allow him to extend his 40-year rule. Museveni defeated Bobby Wine, a former singer turned politician who won 24.72% and said he was in hiding on Saturday after a raid by security forces on his home. Wine has faced relentless pressure since entering politics, including multiple arrests before his first run for the presidency in 2021. Police denied they had raided Wine's home, but said they had controlled access in areas they feel are security hotspots, adding they believed the opposition leader was still at home.
And that is the news from this end. Over to Pasana Takpafu for the news in Nupe language. Hello, Pasana.
Yaji.
Thank you.
Ganchi atu pashe alaba ina ndia alaba gani beji menu pena tsunami Ahmed Kwasan Takpafu. Tishi yake Nigeria abo tishi Bola Tinubu bani de akiri jibadaji Abuja ni zumane de unlo ya eken mitindo chi kiyan nye ya 2026 ni fiba kiyan Abu Dhabi ona na de alashi de ari ajin alade nina bana de ajiriyan gwalada shishiyan aliko li takane ki Nigeria gani be kin larba na de United Arab Emirates na ni me takande fiti daga ba za shawara ya ci de ya tishiyan kin babu na etiyan gangbaji ona ngai gan bayo na nugo ci latula latia da sibi fe na de filin ba ku wadana shishiyan gere aliko li na ja na de we gan aga ewe tichi ewo tichi ne ngai gan yana da ta ngaji àǹfààní ní ìdílé ẹ̀dín kí ń ṣọ̀dé àti àkóchí ẹ̀kú lóbe lójú pé kí Nàìjíríà abóyè ètè ẹ̀fẹ́ ọ̀nà máa ibè ewé etí àná láti àgábẹ̀ àtúwẹ́ náà lá ẹ̀dùfẹ́ dúkọ́ ìyẹn wòchè tìgá fẹ́dùn gbòòrò náà akíbágan bí sáṣẹ́ àlẹ́kọ́ ọ̀lẹ́yìí nàmọ́ àwọn kí èlò ẹ̀gán bí ẹ̀gán bí nàbẹ́ etí ngaiga ẹ̀nà ẹ̀dà tìlíkì tó yẹn àǹfààní sáṣì ètò ẹ̀nù láti to etun kusayi akiba logan be endochi ya mawaki Nigeria nan nga etun kirme ko zna daji na je elo egba ni kin pongwa kin kora abu daga gwata yan gwamna Abraham Abda zake da gan Urban Renewal Project na wi yana de ba ni ummi gwada e kagun tingi de ni gwe ne de fikin kwara abu na nimi elina tula na nga igan engineer of na de edutain kagun tengen of na bana de bola je tula ba labari de lo lazan de lo tichile lo ko na jide kem na je de ta da engineer of na to bana de ewaye lejejina akibagan be ndo chi de fi engineer of ajona egi labari nga igan Fatima Rashidi na de lo lazan lo yunchi na Allah e kin ofana jibe wu e kire e tun ko kire me ko na de mulki gwamna Abraham na zaki de elo egan be ina yi nini me inde Allah e mawe du fe lafiya de biya zangi na to yebo lo e du fe du ko wo che de kaka pangwandu no mi kin kwara bona